Israel versus Iran! Can you guess who's Iranian and who's... 1, 2, 3. Alright, Iran. Alright, Israel's gonna go first as per usual in life. Here we go, guys. Let's do this. Make some noise! Right. Israel!
Let's give it up for Iran. Where all the women are virgins, but the camels are not. Iranians don't only fuck camels, they also fuck goats. That's right. In Iran, many people say that the women shouldn't wear a burqa. Have you ever seen what an Iranian woman looks like? Actually, in Iran, they don't actually have to cover their whole bodies by law. They just have to cover the bruises that they get from their husband's beatings. You guys should consider legalizing marijuana. It's a more fun way to have women that are stoned. In Iran, they don't use the word cunt, they use the C word. Because if an Iranian woman commits adultery, then they can call her the Dead Sea. Many people are scared of Iranians developing nuclear weapons. They can't even develop shampoo. I smell like Old Spice, he smells like old hummus. Like health and hygiene doesn't exist in Iran. It's like winter or women's rights. In Tel Aviv, every Tuesday there's a rollerblade party, which shows you guys how much more friendlier we're towards the gays. It's not only true, in Iran, gays have plenty of fun. Every Saturday they go skydiving when someone throws them off the roof. Whenever Foad goes to McDonald's with his family, he always gets free Happy Meals, 2 for his daughter and 1 for his 10-year-old wife. It's not called a Happy Meal, it's called an Act Happy Meal. The only place that feels safer with a lot of Iranians is Guantanamo Bay. Recently, Iran was in the World Cup. They didn't do so well. That's because in Iran, soccer is what men do to their women when they have an opinion. The strongest part about Iranian women is the smell of their pussy. Alright, thank you.
Okay, Ronen Geisler having some things to say about Iran. Make some noise for Foad with the rebuttal, everybody!
Shut the fuck up. This battle is all about an Iranian roasting a Jew, which would be a lot more efficient if I was German. You can tell Israel is Jewish by looking at the flag. You can tell Ronen is Jewish by looking at his face. Israel is in the Middle East surrounded by people who want them dead, which is nothing new for Jews. Israel is predominantly Jewish and full of many traditional Jewish occupations like jeweler, banker, and Palestine. Like Israel, Ronen has made a lot of settlements, but his settlements are out of court and involve sexual assault. Israel is the only country to draft women into the military because they know most women are pro-choice and won't have a problem killing Palestinian children. The largest dog cemetery in the world is in Israel. That's where they bury the Palestinians. Nah, I'm just kidding, they don't bury Palestinians. Israel has the highest rate of in vitro fertilization in the world. Because not even Jews want to fuck Jews. Israel passed a law recently to decriminalize marijuana, which is surprising to me because I thought Jews didn't like it when people burned J's. Israel is the first country in the world to ban underweight models. The only people they want starving are Palestinians. Israel is home to the Dead Sea. Israelis named the sea after their European relatives. Israel is the only country to legalize torture. Palestinian prisoners are forced to endure hours and hours of Ronen stand-up. Israel has had a long-standing conflict with the West Bank, which is weird because I thought Jews liked banks. Tourists visiting Israel are encouraged to avoid the public bathrooms in the Gaza Strip because they're all occupied. Israel has the most museums per capita in the world because Jews love reminding people of the past. Okay? Israel defines itself as the only Jewish state, but I think they're forgetting the most well-known Jewish state, Ash.
Guys, moment of truth! Make some noise if you liked Israel! Okay. Make some noise if you liked Iran! You guys are anti-Semitic! And he wins, yeah, you win, alright? Make some noise, guys, go!